feel like we should come up with a theme song that goes along with it.
Did we already?
No. The only thing I came up with was drinking beer.
Oh, putting lyrics to the song.
Yeah, theme lyrics. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Ales and Tales podcast, where we're already starting off sidetracked, which is normal. Welcome to the Huge. Yeah. We're going to bring you a review today on a secret beer. I don't know what it is. We're about to find out in just a little bit. So Ben's running the show on this one. He's going to try something a little different with us. I do know it's from XUL Brewing, XUL Beer Company out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and they do some great stuff. Mm-hmm. Of course, the first thing you think of with XUL, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, and who is not a Ghostbusters fan?
Bad people.
That's right.
Bad people only.
Bad people. Anyway, you'll see in their logo, they've got like a demon-looking key, which is kind of cool, which pops up behind me every once in a while. Of course, if you are new to the show, we're going to bring you different perspectives on a beer to see if it might be something you'd like, and we'll suffer through the bad ones so you don't have to.
Check us out at the Ales and Tales podcast.com, right?
Roll with it. Keep going.
Right. Yeah, you can get everything. If you want to watch us, you can listen to us. I mean, I'm sure if you really want to watch this, but, other people here are nice to look at, so.
Well, thank you, Jim.
That was fantastic.
I wasn't referring to you.
So we'll start off with a beer quote. In wine, there is wisdom. In beer, there is freedom. In water, there is bacteria.
That's very true.
Sounds like we should stick with the
really
beer or the wine.
Fitting quote for this, too.
Yeah.
In beer, there is freedom.
Hint number one.
Well, I mean, XUL does some crazy stuff. So the whole reason this is wrapped up is it tastes dead on like it says. Mm-hmm. And it really is just amazing how dead on it is. And so I want to get y'all's tasting notes on what you get out of it, what you think of it kind of first, and then pull it off. And I mean, so if you know XUL well enough, as soon as you see it, you're going to know what it is as soon as it pours. But for Jim, no. Mike, maybe. Carly, if anybody here does, I assume you're going to be the one that knows what it is when you see it.
Oh,
but maybe
okay.
not. Maybe not.
Put a lot of confidence in me.
I don't know. Maybe Mike knows XUL better than I think he does.
I've had a few. I've not had a bad beer by them. I will say that. Not a single one.
Everything they do is fantastic. They do get a little out there on some of their stuff, but it's always done very well. Like sometimes you get these breweries that put everything in the beer, weird ingredients, and it's just it's too much. Doesn't quite. And somehow XUL does it in a very balanced way.
Cool. Well, first off, Carly, if you'll go ahead and describe the can for us.
Yes. Let me get my glasses on for this because it's really detailed. I don't even know if I can begin.
You can probably set it on the thing there.
Yeah.
Different hues of silver.
Is it turned the right way?
Yes, it's turned the right way. Keep going a little bit there. Yeah, you go. Okay. Right.
And this is why it's worth watching the show, folks, if you're listening.
Yes. So for those who can't see and who are driving, I would say.
And those of you who can't see while driving.
Unless you're in your fancy Tesla. Then put us on full screen. But this can is covered in aluminum foil.
It's a mystery.
Many shades of one shade of silver.
Yes.
So, Ben was kind enough to wrap these to make sure we cannot tell what in the world
That's
it is.
right. So let's just...
He's just wanting to dive in. Hey, tell us a little bit about XUL Brewing. Do you know anything about them, or do I need to look something up?
There's not a whole lot on the website. I mean, they started to do things creatively and artistically, and... they've teamed up with a really cool local artist, and all their artwork's always really cool, interesting can art when you do look at it. They're there to be quirky. So, I mean, on the website, it's how it's pronounced, because it's XUL, but it's pronounced with a Z, XUL. We've said it enough times. Makes you think of a nice 80s, 90s movie. We already mentioned Ghostbusters. They do say in the Urban Dictionary, defines it as bad in a cool kind of way or cool in a bad kind of way.
Ooh, I like that.
To us, that's all this and more, right?
That's Carly's new slogan. Is that it?
Cool in a bad.
We're gonna
a creative outlet for our dark and mysterious side. Of course, we like to have fun too. Chance to push the limits. It's an opportunity to craft a meaningful conversation. This is also from the website. XUL is the mysterious aura that lets it be what you want it to be. Like that. That's deep. Ooh. That's deep. XUL allows us to be nostalgic, and then just gets into the team. I honestly don't know that much about them. They do have the Kill the Lights Festival coming up October 28th in Knoxville. If you're a stout beer fan, a dark beer fan, I've never been myself. I want to go. But Kill the Lights is supposed to be where it's at, especially now that the Winter Warmer's dead and Funk Fest is dead and all my favorite beer festivals have gone bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sad. I cried a little bit when I found out about Funk Fest. Not gonna lie, just a tear, little small tear.
You a funk fan?
I love the funky sour wild ales.
He's a fan of the funky beers.
That's right.
He's the sour guy.
That's
of the
why
group,
he's
too.
so nervous when this is covered up because he doesn't know he's thinking he's going to get like that fish face pucker mouth.
So what's interesting is I just looked them up. I was going to look up see if I saw anything interesting, and if I remember, the first time we reviewed a beer by them, it was they were in Maryville or Rockford, Tennessee, which is south of Knoxville. It was like outside.
You sure about that?
Well, that's what.
I don't know.
So when I typed it into the Google Maps thing, the pin popped up way down
wow.
there.
Okay.
But this time it popped up dead center Knoxville.
Yeah, it's great when
So-
you're driving through there. You stop in, they got a little burger shack in the back. Go get a burger, some beers.
Yeah, so I
It's
wonder
a
if
little
they've
midway point for me going home to North Carolina.
Yeah, I wonder if they've grown a little bit and moved locations or something like that. I know they expanded
I
because
think
they've
they've
got
actually got two locations. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's cool. But yeah, again,
I'll
good
look
beer.
into
so
that, yeah.
I need to
Interesting.
check it out. I've driven through Knoxville so many times, and I need to stop one day and
Ooh,
just.
It's a fun town, isn't
It
it?
is.
You'll
It's
pass Bucky's on the way in Cookville.
That's right. And even on the other side of
no,
Knoxville is
Crossville.
another.
there's another one.
They got another Bucky's.
There's so many now.
I know.
They're
Miss them
taking
beaver
over.
nuggets, you got another chance.
Dude, those
I've still
beaver
not tried
nuggets are
those.
freaking addictive.
The jalapeno
Holy-
cheddar.
No, I just do the regular ones.
Oh, those are
They're
good
like
too.
old school Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
You know
they
what I
are.
mean?
They are.
They really are.
Okay, I've looked at them and I've gone. I'm not eating beaver
Dude.
nuggets every time. I've not tried them. I just do their barbecue.
The brisket.
You don't
Don't be a hater.
Yes.
Don't be a hater, man.
All right, I'll be a Bill.
Banana pudding's there pretty good too, if I remember correctly.
You'll be a Bill hater.
Yeah, you see what I did there. All right, well let's crack it open. Let's
All right.
see. Let's see if we can see what this is that we can't see.
Oh yeah, look at that
Look at
color.
that color! Holy
Look
cow!
at that color.
Crazy. Oh, I forgot.
That's serious.
Sorry, Jim. I
got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow. Okay, that's like beet juice, man.
Told you I don't
That's
like
what it
beets.
is. It's beets.
Okay.
Beet beer. Wow, that is very, very dark. It looks just
Oh,
like
just
beet
off
juice.
the rib. Even smells like it.
Oh my gosh, I know what this is.
You
Yep.
gotta keep it around for a second.
Cheers. We got it already.
If y'all know what it is, we gotta wait for
It smells so
wait for
good.
Jim.
Yeah, it does.
It really
smells
does.
Spot on.
Let's see what Jim's reaction is.
Okay, let's see.
Close up.
What's it smell like, Jim?
Oh,
Brought back childhood
what's this-
memories.
what's
a
didn't
little
it?
bit, yeah.
What's it smell like?
PB&J.
It's dead on PB&J.
Well,
Then the next question is what flavor? Because they came up with variants this year.
strawberry.
No way.
Raspberry.
You
Raspberry.
gotta drink it and guess and find out.
It smells like raspberry.
I think it's raspberry.
Oh my gosh,
Grape.
this is so good.
It is grape.
It's
I
the
can- I
OG
can-
grape. I didn't get any of the variants. I showed up the day after it
Wow.
released
Oh
just by
my
chance.
gosh.
And they still had some. But I mean, you even get the toast. You get the bread.
Yeah.
You get the crust.
Everything.
That is spot
It
on.
really makes me think of so when I was a kid. You have little sandwich makers that'll not paninis, but it'll seal off the sides and like the diagonal. And she would do grilled PB&Js, and that's what it tastes like to me. You can get like the grilled bread, like crusty. Oh man,
I feel like I'm eating a PB&J sandwich.
Oh my gosh, right?
This would pair well with bread. Like you just
Bread.
take bread and this, and you got the full.
I got the
It'll
bread,
pair well with a banana.
I got the bread taste in there. I
What
don't.
about peanut butter crackers?
Oh my gosh.
Man, that's good.
All right, now the challenge is to
Put the can
sip
down on
this.
the whatchamajoozie.
Yeah, I love the
Stick it
can
together.
art on
Now
that.
the challenge is to sip on it slow enough to do a full episode.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the can art's awesome.
Oh, it
Good.
does. It does contain peanuts. So people that have a peanut
Oh
allergy.
yes, important.
By the way,
Probably should have checked that beforehand. Everybody good?
Is everybody okay?
Got a spare
Note to
EpiPen?
self.
I'm okay.
Hashtag never settle.
That's killer.
Yeah. Back to the brewery. It's a cool little spot. You go in there. They got a lot of nice little lounge chairs almost. It's got a kind of like if you've ever been to Fate LaForce here in town. They got that kind of old. I don't know how to describe it. Vibe on the furniture. It's a lot smaller than
Somebody
I thought it
vibed
would
on the
be.
furniture.
Huh? Vibing on the furniture. But it's not a huge place.
I don't know. They got that same vibe on the furniture. I don't know.
They vibed all over that
They
couch.
vibed all over the thing.
I mean, it's some old furniture, so it might have been
Need
vibed
some
on before.
paper towels.
It's a good chance.
Probably
Excuse me,
steam cleaning.
You guys got a towel. Somebody vibed on the couch.
Quote unquote, vibed all over it.
Okay, so
Cocky.
if you were to...
Wow.
That timing was perfect. You almost vibed your drink all over the place.
God. Okay, so if you were to go home, make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with grape jelly and slice it in
Jif
half
peanut butter.
and put it right up to your face with your eyes closed, you wouldn't know if it was the beer or if it was the sandwich. It is dead on.
It really is.
Isn't it amazing? Like, how do you get it that balance?
I
Like,
do not understand how they call it a sour because there is nothing
sour about it.
Not a tang,
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, it's just PB&J mix. I don't know if it's
probably
does it say sour on the can?
It does. Right on the mixtape. By the way, Carly, you do need to describe the can now that we actually have the can, which is a very cool art.
Okay. XUL Beer Company presents PB&J Mixtape. So we got a tall boy, or a taller can, pint can. You got a mixtape on there that says sour, exclamatory. Type, normal position, normal bias. Okay. And it's like a mixtape, and it's covered in peanut butter, like melted peanut butter, and it's dripping jelly on the ground. So it's like a puddle of peanut butter and jelly. And then the rest of the can kind of has like a bread color, and there's some strips on the sides that are really pretty grape color with hashtag never settle. Keep cold, drink fresh. 6.5%. Gluten-free sour, but it does contain peanuts.
Such great description. I love the way she does that. So sour beers, they introduce, let me see, multiple ways in which a
Probably
beer can be
lactobacillus.
sculpted to fit a general flavor profile. Sour beers are most often made acidic by lactic acid producing bacterial strains.
Lactobacillus.
Wild yeasts can also produce some acids, but lactobacilli, the same critters that sour yogurt are usually the main, that create sour yogurt are usually the main actors here. In a so-called simple sour, they are inoculated into the wort, the grain-steeped liquid that provides sugars necessary for fermentation, over a period of 1 to 2 days before everything is boiled and fermented as it would traditionally be in normal beer. So it's kind of a mixed fermentation where they add the lactobacilli. So it doesn't have to be sour, apparently, but I guess it can be called a sour if you do that.
Falls in the family. You know, there's varying degrees.
Learning with beer.
Learning with beer.
Man,
That's so good. So yeah, they came out with variants this year, and they had strawberry, they had blackberry, and they had raspberry. I think when we tried them, I need to go back and look, that the blackberry was the best. The OG, I think, grape was, most of us agree, tied for second. The raspberry was good, and the strawberry was just too much strawberry and too much jam. There wasn't. You lost a lot of the peanut butter in the strawberry variant. But the blackberry, man, blackberry was so good.
I would definitely want to try every single one of them
Yeah.
numerous times. Can we call this lunch?
This
is
is-
technically lunch?
Definitely like a throwback, like you're talking about to childhood. You know,
Oh man,
the Skippy's peanut butter with Welch's grape jelly. You know, you ever tell you that time my mom asked me to make her a peanut butter sandwich? I had a friend sleeping over. I must have been about 12. And we must have put a half a can of peanut butter on that sandwich, and we were dying. Just kept on smearing more and more layers
Oh
of
my
peanut
God.
butter, and we brought it up to her. She goes, "You think you put enough peanut butter on this thing?" I'm like, did you need more?
Take one bite.
It was like an
mouth
inch
is-
thick.
the peanut butter challenge.
Yeah.
Take one bite and you're like a dog getting a spoonful of peanut butter
Yeah.
for the next half hour.
You just need a nice thick pocket of, like, you know, 1/2 inch thick cinnamon right in the middle of it.
Cinnamon and peanut butter.
This makes me
combo.
want. I'm a huge peanut butter fan. I eat just spoonfuls of peanut butter all the time. I love it.
Do
Crunchy
you
or
buy it
crumble?
or do you make it?
Hold on, we have a character judgment happening. Crunchy or smooth?
Yes.
Just yes.
Yes.
Interesting.
He likes
Okay.
both.
Yeah, I don't care. Sometimes I flip back and forth depending. Sometimes I want to chew it. Sometimes I
Heard
just
that
want
about
to gum it. I don't care. I just like it. after the gym, the first thing I normally do is go home and get a spoonful.
We're going
of
to
peanut
snip this out and replay it in another show and play the game. What is Mike talking about?
All right, Carly, crunchy or
butter. Chewing or
smooth?
gummy?
Both.
I'm both too.
Really?
But here's the thing.
Okay, now there's the character judgment.
Crunchy.
Crunchy all the way, all the time?
I'll eat smooth if that's what's around. Like, I'm not going to say no, but like, it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. Do you make your own peanut butter?
no.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
It isn't. It really
It's a
isn't.
clean up.
Put peanuts in a blender and you're.
That's right. And a food processor, that's it. And it's the best ever.
Which you can also do at the grocery store, as a lot of them
Whole,
have.
Whole
You just,
Foods, the honey roasted peanut butter. So
Oh, shit. There's an idea.
You going to go home and roast some peanuts? Make your own peanut butter?
I smoke honey roasted peanuts on my
Make some peanut butter.
Little late.
Like,
Just gave me an awesome idea. Holy crap. I'm going to try that. I don't know if I can do it this week. I'm going to try it this weekend.
what?
I'm going to, so I take a cold smoker and I smoke honey roasted peanuts. You can cold smoke anything, cheeses and candies and whatnot. My favorite are Dove dark chocolates and honey roasted peanuts.
Interesting.
Oh man, and you just cold smoke it, and then it's smoky honey roasted peanuts.
How do you cold smoke something?
All right. So there's these tubes that are about a foot long, and they're hexagonal, and they have holes all through them. And you fill them with wood pellets for like pellet grills and pellet. That wasn't even a word. I just came up with pellet grills.
Peas.
Stroke. All right. So pellet smokers use it's just compressed wood pellets, and you stuff it full, and you light it on fire with a torch and stand it upright, let it burn for about 5 minutes so it gets good embers going, and then blow it out, lay it sideways, and put it in a grill that's not lit with all your stuff laid out, and it just circulates in there. It never gets over 95 degrees, 90 degrees, so it's not enough to melt anything. It's not enough to...
It'll melt the chocolate at that temperature, right?
But it's not gonna. Again, in a grill it's literally just burning embers, smoking in a grill.
Yeah.
So don't put the chocolate closest to it. But no, it works great.
So you get a smoky chocolate and honey roasted peanut.
Yeah, I took Dove dark chocolates. I did a whole smattering of different things to try the first time I did it. I took soft boiled eggs out of the shell, which actually worked well too. Bologna steaks, like half-inch to an inch thick bologna steaks. Honey roasted peanuts, provolone cheese, the Dove dark chocolates. There was something else. Anyway, it wasn't memorable, but the honey roasted peanuts were by far the best. Second best was the Dove dark chocolate. I don't know if it has to be Dove. It's just what I had.
Smoky dark chocolate.
Yeah,
I'd give it a go.
Dude, anything smoky, as far as I'm concerned, it's good. I just like smoked flavoring.
smoked Gouda is good.
Smoked Gouda is very
Smoked
good.
good is fantastic.
Smoked provolone was very good.
It's very Gouda.
It's very Gouda.
Yeah, but
That's a good observation.
thank you.
But
it was
anyway-
a good observation.
Smoke the honey roasted peanuts. The whole point of this, smoke the honey roasted peanuts, then make peanut butter with it.
Oh, wow.
That's where this was going.
It's
I had
amazing
no
that
idea.
nobody picked up on that.
I did not see
Yeah,
that
that's
coming.
the whole
My mind's
point.
blown.
Holy
I am trying that this week.
Where did you get this, Ben?
I got this from XUL. So I was traveling back from home, and we'll generally, stop in there. So going, you travel right through Knoxville, and it's the new location's a minute off the interstate.
Right.
So just swing in, have a burger for dinner, and
So you can get all that there.
yeah.
Okay.
It's here in Nashville, usually on tap at Up Down. There might be one or two other spots that'll have it on tap every now and then.
Tennessee, Hop House Tennessee Taps in Franklin will have them on tap a lot of times.
I think
On tap.
I think Casual Pint Smyrna's got them on tap right now. Could be mistaken about that. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of times drive to Knoxville and get it. You get a little bit of distribution here. This is one you're probably not going to see,
Right.
just because it sells. They drop it and it sells so quick.
Well, we should probably do it. Well, we did a shout out on our Instagram for them. So
Good. Because I have to drive that same route home, you've just added an extra hour to an hour and a half to every time I ever go home or
Yep.
come back.
Well, so
We're doing the same
I'm just
thing.
going to
It's
stop
better
every time now.
It's better for coming back because you stop there and if you have beer, it's still a long drive home.
It's the fun part of the Asheville Road after.
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing is coming back. I don't take it. I go up Winston-Salem up to Virginia and down 81.
Really?
It's at most 20 minutes more. Generally, it's maybe 5. Sometimes it's 5 minutes less. You skip all the hills and turns of Asheville. It is a simpler. My wife gets motion sickness,
Okay,
right?
I was going to say, literally, the only thing I look forward to is the extremely curvy section, but also I drive the way I drive,
Yeah.
what I drive.
I mean, if you enjoy that, but like to not have to go through that is kind of nice, to be honest.
Oh, no, it's so much fun. I look forward to it. My dad, I come from a long line of crazy drivers, I think, because my dad, I remember the first time we went through there going camping, is the tires of the truck were squealing in the around each corner. You know, mom's hanging on for dear life, and I'm like, this is fun. Yeah, so that's now how I drive. Anyway, unless you're a police officer, I do not drive like that, or my insurance agent.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Busted.
I told him, I know my insurance agent, he's a cool guy, and we've talked about something one time, and I was mentioning something about me going through there, and he said, please don't tell me that. He's like, I'm not supposed to know these things.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good guy.
so.
That's all that can be said about it.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. This is
Yeah.
fantastic. I'd want
We're like stupefied here.
I told you.
It's rare to have a beer that's so good that you would absolutely clobber it, just down it, boom.
And I already have.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, you can force yourself to sip it because you don't want it to go away.
Yeah.
This is doing. I'm slow sipping the heck
That's
out
a
of this.
good- that's a good way to
don't
put it.
I
want
mean,
to
I
go
could
away.
put my nose in it and just chill there for
Yeah.
half
The thing
a
is,
day.
like,
I
what
just
do you
keep smelling.
pair this with? God, it's like,
Peanut
It's like,
butter.
more peanut butter,
More peanut butter because you can never go wrong.
maybe just some like good crackers.
chocolate, maybe.
Just try cracker.
Well, I mean, it makes
club
sense because you
crackers?
put peanut butter or jelly on a cracker
This
or
is-
both.
This
Yeah.
is just my dessert. I prefer not to do, just have my steak dinner, and this is dessert.
Yeah.
It's almost like an insult to anything. What would this pair well with? Saltines.
Although
Well, I did just put on
Club
our.
crackers.
I do want to make this into a syrup and put it over ice cream.
What?
A syrup, like reduce it down to a syrup and put it over ice cream.
I didn't hear the extra vowel the first time. You just said syrup.
Syrup.
I want to reduce this down to a syrup.
I'm from the South.
And that, or pancakes.
Yes.
Ooh,
You
pancakes.
have pancakes or crepes, maybe.
Okay. So there's a place here. A good buddy of mine's the manager of the Ruby Sunshine. It's a New Orleans-based breakfast place that we go Thursday mornings normally, and they have these white chocolate French bread or French toast, white chocolate French toast with different. This would go awesome with if it was like somehow mixed in with the white chocolate and put on French toast or something like that. That would be killer.
What you love about this show, guys, is the fact that you get really seasoned people that know where to find the good stuff.
That's right.
And this is just
This
amazing.
is the good
Of
stuff.
course, this might actually be good with breakfast, just like a good breakfast beer. I mean, it's 6.5%. It's not super light, but the fruity jaminess of it in the morning, you know, you get a croissant and
Well, you
Yeah.
spoke her language.
well, no, her language, but croissant,
Poisson.
croissant.
We're going to put it on a charcuterie board
Yeah,
in
say
New
that word
Jersey.
again.
No, charcuterie,
Charcuterie
charcuterie,
in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
charcuterie board.
You just derailed my train of thought. I had a good one. Oh, mimosas.
Yeah.
Mix this with
Interesting.
just a
Yes.
little bit
Beer
of extra
beer
bubbles.
mosa?
That would be
Like
really
mixing
good.
it in.
Ooh, a little,
Yes.
yeah, just pour a little champagne
This
in here.
this in place of the orange juice. Right.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Throw some extra bubbles in that. Make it
I got-
even
well,
zingier.
I got 2 more at home. I know what I'm doing next
There
weekend.
you go. Plus, if you get the right one that's got a good champagne that's got a good kind of a farmy funk to it anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of more dry, maybe, so it's not as sweet.
Yep, it'll add a little extra tang to it. Oh
Well,
man!
while we're
I wanna try
recording
that
here,
too. That's good.
I did do a story on our Facebook or our Instagram page
Yay.
Face,
that tags
face
them-
page?
Face page.
My grandma called it face page.
Faceagram.
She's like, "Are you on that face page?"
And
me of the
I
Tom
held up the
Papa
can and I said, Zool Beer, feel free to send us 100 more of these. Wow. They've got a winner here.
Every single time I move it up to my face before I even take a sip, I'm like, "Oh, it just smells." I want this. This could be like a room scent. I'd be okay with this.
Yeah.
If Glade
Oh,
came out with like a
wow,
plug-in of this peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'm in. Man,
Takes you right back to waxed gym floors and bullying and
Bullying. Oh, yeah.
head
That's what I
shoved
wanna
into
go
a
back to.
toilet when you were 6.
No, that happened?
No,
Okay,
not to
good.
me. I might have been the guy who did it.
Yeah.
Jim.
No, I didn't.
Now,
The
I don't
teacher
know what-
deserved it, man. Okay.
The teacher deserved it. That's awesome.
They were trying to tell me that
Stand
2
up
+ 2 is
for
4,
your
and I was like,
right.
no, it ain't. Have you heard the latest interview with Joe Rogan and
Oh man, Terrence.
Terrence Howard?
That one. I gave my paper to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I started it with something very controversial. 1 × 1 = 2.
At first, I was like, wow, he's very learned.
Yeah.
Okay, he's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know anymore.
Did you listen to that episode?
Yes.
Did you?
I haven't listened to all of it. Listen to bits and pieces, but there's things that lend like the credence to it, like him having like the patent that's been quoted as being used by Apple and Microsoft and everybody else for VR. Like,
So I researched
some
that.
really interesting stuff.
They didn't use that patent. They actually pointed out in the patent that they did not use that patent. Anyway, I read his patents,
So
and none of them make sense.
somebody it would. Maybe you're not smart enough to understand it.
That's very possible.
Right? Like maybe it's a level of genius that we're just not capable of.
Not deny
I'm
that.
sure Nicholas Tesla sounded crazy back in the day.
Nikolai?
Nikolai? Is it Nikolai Tesla?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Nicholas. Is it?
Look it up.
It's not Nicholas.
It's-
Nikolas?
We probably called him Nicholas, and he was probably Nikolai.
Might have been.
Right?
It
Like
should be an AI. Damn Russians.
Ooh, he was artificial intelligence? That makes sense now. New conspiracy unlocked.
Nicola. Excuse me.
Nicola, there we go. It's
close.
Is it Nicola? So we're right in
Nicola.
between.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Nikolai. Funiculi. Funicula. Yeah, come on.
Going
but-
on
yeah.
the internet here, I'm reminded that if you are a drummer, which Mike and I are, the Reverend Alex Van Halen is probably by this time this episode comes out, it'll be over. But we're talking
Auctioning
about it
off
now.
all of his.
Auctioning off all of his drums.
And his gold albums and
Yeah.
his.
That came out of left field.
I just was reminded as I was looking on the internet for something.
I have more Terrence What's his McFace stuff to say.
There,
Go for
okay,
it.
go for it. There we go.
What's his face?
I forgot.
This is the tails portion.
That's right. Second episode.
No, but I did. So somebody pointed it out, and I was like, I knew it sounded familiar, like when he's talking to it, and it cuts to the old and living color sketch where it's the 2 old dudes in prison. And he's just trying to use a lot of big words to sound smart. See, the justification of the ramification of the indifference of the masses. Yeah, I don't know.
Gets
what it
masticated.
was. Gets masticated in the forefront of your Publisticon.
Right.
I've started going back and watching old In Living Color skits because
good.
they were so damn.
So unhinged.
Oh man.
Couldn't do it today.
Favorite character?
I don't know, man. There's
Did
too
you
many
ever
to
watch
go
it?
through.
No.
Carly's like, I don't like that band.
Every
Man,
other
there's the travel dudes that were always great.
every other episode of this podcast, we learn something else that she's not familiar with. It we're like, come, we've got to get you.
Because you're old.
Yeah, I'm like 20 years younger, or maybe like 15 years younger.
Okay, first of all, art does not care about that. Good art is good art. And okay, did you watch Mad
She
TV?
just may not have heard of it.
You watch SNL. SNL's been around longer than both of those.
Yeah, but
And
how many
it
things has she
sucks
heard of
compared
that
to-
you haven't heard of? Okay,
So-
that's
Probably a lot. She's probably
popular.
a lot more learned than I am.
That's popular today that we're just not aware of.
Carly, in Living Color is where J-Lo got her start. She was one of the original Fly Girls, the dancers on the show. It's
Jim
where
Carrey.
Jim Carrey, all the Wayans brothers.
Wayans
It was the
brothers.
Wayans Brothers show way back in the day.
Yeah.
So it was kind of counter to
Jamie Foxx.
It was like another
No.
version of Saturday Night Live.
David Allen
It
Greer.
was so good.
It was so good.
God, it was funny.
It was funny.
Okay.
Mad
Fire
TV was
Marshal
funny.
Bill. Fire
Homie,
Marshal-
Homie the Clown.
Homie the Clown. Fire
Right.
Marshal Bill was my absolute favorite. Although what was the Jim Carrey one where he was the woman?
God.
Shira, not Shira. It was
Oh, the Jim, the
Not gonna say it.
Hi, I'm here to save you. Whatever she's. Oh God, it's so funny. Yeah, great show, great skits.
no. You've heard of Jim Carrey, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, that, yeah.
Of course, I've heard of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, now he like is an artist. He doesn't act
And now he's
anymore.
just
He was
crazy.
always an artist.
Really?
The art was just cinema.
yeah.
That's right. And comedy. Yep. And Clint Eastwood impressions.
Rubber Face.
Good stuff.
Man, all his old movies, Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was so bad. Rubber Face. Oh, they were
Yeah, but the thing, he
Mask.
made that movie.
that was good.
That was bad.
It was
Mask?
so
You
good.
didn't like The Mask?
No, it was bad. It was so cheesy.
Cameron Diaz.
But I mean, the comic itself was cheesy, so it fit in line with the comic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't realize it was a comic.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Mask was a comic book thing.
DC or Marvel?
Neither. It was like an independent. I think it was Dark Horse.
I'm not putting this on air, but there you go.
Oh, the ad popped up. Hold on.
Oh.
Let's play What Are They Looking At?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
I'll show you later.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
All right. So
His favorite character.
Yeah. Any other pairings? Pretzels.
I mean, it'd have to be something savory. I don't want this something. I know I said reduce it down, put it with ice cream, but I think I need more savory. Cheese plate.
Did you say ice cream?
Well, I said reduce it to like a syrup and put it
For
over
ice cream. And I said waffles or pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really for again just dessert by itself. Another one. It pairs well with another one.
This would pair well
Yeah.
with a whole 5 pack more.
One of the other flavors.
Man,
It would be curious to try some of the other flavors.
Yeah.
Maybe
don't
they'll
know-
send us a bunch.
You don't know how hard it's been not drinking this while we waited to record. Like I've had this just like sitting staring at me in my fridge.
I would get this. I'd be like, all right, and in this episode, we're not drinking the beer that I would have wanted us to because I drank all of it.
But that's happened to a couple beers I was going to bring in. I had 2 of and ended up drinking one of them. It's like, well, okay, I guess that's not making it.
Man, that's good
Well,
stuff.
thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Glad y'all enjoyed it.
So,
Yeah, you want to share the beer you love with the people you love.
Yeah.
This would also be a cheesecake beer.
Oh, yeah.
The tang of the cheesecake with this would be perfect. I would even go with the cheesecake that does have a graham cracker crust. Just I think that would actually add to it. Man, this is good stuff. All right, okay. You were right on last episode what you said I was going to review this as far as a rating. You're 100% correct. 100%.
12?
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10 peanuts.
If I was ordering peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and they said you can have a total of 10, I would say give me 12.
Yeah.
100%. Or 100.
I'm going to say 12 toilet teacher head dunkings.
It doesn't sound
That's what Jim
good.
did in high
It
school.
feels like that should be like an inverse
Yeah.
curve rating, like a negative 12.
I just
teacher
picture a
head.
guy going, no! Yeah, for 12 of that.
Where's my
Not
money,
exactly.
man? Give me my money.
What he's not telling you is he first filled the toilet with grape
This?
jelly.
From
I
the
take
subject
that
matter
out.
of the previous episode.
Does not pair well.
I ate
with
some sugar-free
Somebody
gummies.
Take away his microphone.
Sorry.
Next episode, I'm going to be over there. He's going to be over here tied up.
We should actually do that and let you run everything and screw it all
I
up.
will totally screw it up.
It would never start.
The episode is
Hey, this
literally-
is Isles and Tales. Wait a minute, I'm not recording.
Yeah.
Where's the on button?
The
you
entire
just wipe
episode.
the computer clean.
Right. The entire episode is literally just the
What does format mean? No.
It flips to the video footage of Barn Cat in the barn.
no, that would be if you were running the show.
Yeah, it'll be nothing but barn
What
cat
is
while we're
Barn
talking
Cat
about
doing with their
beer.
kitten?
Yeah.
I need to know these things.
You might have to set up like an outside camera so like when Barn Cat walks by on the show, you can like flip it on.
Yeah.
Just watch
probably
Marley.
could do
She's
that.
like, we're talking about beer. Oh, cat.
There's a cat cam.
Cat cam.
All right. So, how would Barn Cat like the beer?
Barn Cat would really like it.
How many dead kittens? Oh my gosh. Barn cat killed 6 of them.
No, they just weren't strong enough, okay?
No. That's not the
it was
case.
culling.
We took 3 of them in over a weekend, and she completely ignored one of them, and it ended up dying 2 weeks later. Fucking murderer.
R.I.P.
That is all a cat is a murderer.
I know.
Whether unleashed or not yet unleashed.
I think Jim's got some like pent up anger to work out right now. This is getting dark.
He's just mad at
you
Barn
think?
Cat. Taking it out on her. Okay.
Yeah, come back from that.
Keep
I
going.
would say 8.5 grapes out of 10.
Really?
Nice. Nice.
All right. A little low. I'm surprised.
Really?
Banished. No,
No, it's really good. I can't drink a lot of it. It's just sweet.
it is.
It
Sweet.
really does. It will probably get too much after a while.
I accept that challenge.
Yeah?
Yes. It is. You can definitely feel that it's a little bit of coating.
It'd be good to have something salty to balance it with, and you know,
Yeah.
some pretzels when I eat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
This isn't the tongue glove.
no, it doesn't sit on the tongue.
Toystar.com.
It's not from.
You always have to zoom in on her face. She's like, so the last
Hey,
episode.
look, it's the same color as the beer.
Yeah, you look good in red.
So the last episode I just posted before we came in here was the first time you ever heard it.
Yeah.
And I corrected you because as soon as you played it, you went, no. The look of shock on her face and the no was awesome.
I was just very surprised. I thought it would be worse, but
No, it was good. I did. I actually just told her the other day, I was on Spotify listening to something, and all of a sudden, it's in the background. I was at the gym, I think. And all of a sudden I went, holy shit, is that Carly? It was a Dove dark chocolate, or a Dove chocolate bar, a Dove ice cream, chocolate bar ice cream or something like that, advertisement on Spotify. And it sounded exactly like you. And I was like, holy crap. It was pretty funny. I thought you actually went, and after that, you got, somebody sent you an offer for voiceovers for
no.
commercials.
In the next episode, we should get you some copy to read.
Okay.
We'll do some voiceover coaching.
Yeah.
Fun.
I do not want this episode to end because I do not want this glass to end.
I'm already dranked out, so.
Dranked out. Yeah. He's dranked out, folks. And coming up, third episode.
That's right.
All right. So if you guys have not had a chance to try XUL Brewing beer in general, again, I've yet to have a bad one. That's me. I haven't found a person who's had a bad one. But everything I've had so far has been fantastic. Our other review was, I think, their tangerine sour, which again, not sour. I was nervous about that one because I knew what it was in advance, but no sour. I'd be curious to find if they have a sour.
I drank all the pina colada ones. They're so good.
Dude.
It's dead on
Pina
pina
colada?
colada. Oh, it's
That'd be
dead on
interesting.
pina
The strawberry
colada.
daiquiri, too?
I don't think so.
No?
That wouldn't be against it. Yeah.
Are you a strawberry daiquiri kind of guy?
I kind of am. I drank those while my wife, on our honeymoon, she drank the pina coladas, and I had the strawberry daiquiris at the Polynesian Resort. in
Were you
Disney
wearing a
World.
pink tutu?
No, but it did have a umbrella in this drink.
How did you know?
This is so good.
Wow.
What's wrong? What's wrong with the man liking the strawberry daiquiri?
So years and years ago in Johnson City, Tennessee, I worked with a group of guys, and we'd go out to the bar a couple times a week. And one of the guys would always order the frou-fruest, most just girly drink possible.
Yeah.
So we'd be sitting with our pints of beer, and he'd get this frou-frou fancy thing with flowers and everything else. So I figured out, like after a month of that, I just said to the waitress or waiter every time, please bring it in a man's glass. So he would always have to drink this thing. No, he was like,
No umbrella.
See,
Nothing.
real men can wear pink. Real men can drink out of a delicate
I just like
glass
giving
and
him
maintain their masculinity.
Well, I mean, how many of us here have pierced nipples? Remember, Mike?
oh,
none.
None?
It's gone. Got rid of it a long time ago. Not the
You
nipple.
still have them.
Well, I still have my nipples.
And they still, at some
should
point,
hope
some
so.
extent, are pierced.
No, you can't stick anything through them, I don't think, anymore. No.
They've healed over.
Yes. There's one.
Because I mean, that's like the permanence of that is the fact that you have permanent pencil erasers for the remainder of your life, right? You look like I got a THO constantly.
forever cold.
So one is slightly larger than the other.
It's fairly natural, isn't it? One thing bigger than the other.
That's typically the way it works. You know?
Yeah, that was okay. I was 18, folks. Yeah.
That's
Hey.
like that's the equivalent of getting a tribal band tattoo on your arm. And it's funny. I know a
'cause
guy.
It's not as permanent. You can take it out.
Yeah.
Trouble in the arm. That's there to stay.
Yeah, it is. But I know guys that are now in their 50s and 60s that have the tribal arm band. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Oh my gosh.
He only got the tramp stamp.
The tramp stamp. Yeah.
No one knows about that. Shouldn't have said anything.
You remember the guy we used to work for had a dolphin tattooed on the inside of his ankle?
Oh yeah.
Who was that?
Brink?
Brink?
Yep.
That's right. What? That's right.
I gave him so much grief.
And it
about
was
that.
not like a real. It was like a cartoony flash.
It was really
dolphin
Because he was in
tattoo.
the Navy, right?
Yep.
He's in the Navy and he really liked dolphins. I saw it in his office one day and asked him about it. He was like, "Oh, jeez."
Yeah, I think the way I asked him was, Steve, what the hell is that?
So this guy we used to work with was like,
Bo, let me tell you something.
He's big dude, about 6'3".
Steve Brink, Crest Honda, when you're trying to want the best, come to Crest.
He
Come to
really,
Crest
did, he
Honda.
really did have a voice. Like I remember one time.
It was what's his name?
Robert got up on the mic. Robert needed like the mic with the big old speaker for everyone to hear him, and Steve could just speak and you could
Project.
hear him through the whole room.
Steve's a good dude, man. I like him.
Actually, I've been texting with him. He's coming to town here, hopefully in August.
No kidding.
Yeah, want to get him on the podcast.
Oh, it'd be awesome, man.
Yeah.
Have to catch up. That's cool.
No, he
give him
sounded
brief
like
advice.
John Madden.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, he really did.
Yes.
What you
You know
want to do
John
is throw
Madden's-
the football over here, and the receiver will be in downfield to the left, and you put one foot in front of the other. And
He's from Iowa.
what a big voice, man.
Yeah, very big voice. Anyway, okay, we tailed on past the end of the ales.
That's right.
That's okay. It's because I still have some of this, so I'm still enjoying. If you guys get a chance, check out XUL Brewing.
Go
Anything-
through Knoxville, look them up.
Yeah, anything by them. If you're driving through, check it out there. But yeah, good stuff. This was specifically the PB&J Sour. Yeah?
Mixtape.
Yeah.
PB&J mixtape.
PB&J Mixtape. Give it a whirl. Let us know what you think if you've had their beer before. I'm curious to find if anybody has ever not liked it. Until next time, cheers.
There you go.